What's up, everybody? My name is Lee. Some of you guys might know me as Intuition, and you are tuned in to Kinda Neat. Thank you guys, as always, for tuning in. First things first, follow me on Twitter at It's Intuition. Follow my man behind the boards making the shit sound buttery at I Am Database, base with 2 S's. Follow us as a unit at That's Kinda Neat, Facebook.com/Kinda Neat, and YouTube.com/That's Kinda Neat. Download that podcast app. Subscribe to Kinda Neat, leave a comment, leave a 5-star rating, all that good stuff. It's so helpful. KindaNeat.net, where everything's wrapped up as a pretty package. If you're not following us by now, you're probably not ever going to. And for that, I say, that's okay, but also fuck you. Today, we had on the Seshollowaterboyz, which is XavierWulf, Bones, Chris Travis, Eddy Baker. This was my first time ever interviewing 4 people at the same time, and it was very stressful. We only had 3 mics for the 5 of us, and my headphones didn't work, so I have no idea how the audio quality sounds. I'm hoping that it's up to snuff. Ben's going to have a hard time doing surgery, I'm sure, but I know that he will pull through and make it something. I want to preface it by saying, if you're tuning in to hear the Seshollowaterboyz interview because you are a big fan of theirs, I'm going to say up front, I can already tell you 2 things. 1, you're going to be disappointed by my lack of knowledge of them, because most of the people who I have on here, I only have a surface level knowledge of their music. I try to find out about their lives while I do the interview. I don't come in prepared, and I don't come in with like a lot of research done. So I knew next to nothing about these dudes except that they have a very rabid fan base and that they put on really tight shows, and that I just think their whole aesthetic video wise and just their movement is fucking dope to me. And so that is my number 1 preface. And my number 2 is, if you're a big fan of theirs, you're going to think that I'm a fucking douchebag, and that's fine, because I'm used to hearing that, and I'm perfectly okay with that. That being said, I try to do my best to pull a little bit of information out of all 4 of these dudes. It's hard to juggle an interview that way. And actually then, you know, Elliot, their manager, jumps in for a while too. So really I'm juggling 5 people in an interview, and let's just fucking see Larry King try to do that shit. But it was dope, man. These guys, I saw them at Low End the other week, and I'd been hearing about their shows, and then I saw one, and I went, holy shit, like, the movement is, like, so real. The kids are so rabid, and their fans are they treat their fans with so much respect, and I have to respect people that are able to do that, and so it's very refreshing to see. That being said, I have a show coming up at the Lyric Theater on October 25th. It's this Saturday. So if you're listening to this part, buy a ticket online. Go to lyrictheaterla.com and buy some tickets. They're $10. You get to see me and Mark, and you see Johnny Polygon, you see Caleb Stone, and you see our very special opening guest who was a former episode of Kinda Neat. So that will be dope. Also, big breakthrough in Alzheimer's research this week that I just read about, where they were able to recreate human brain cells with Alzheimer's in a petri dish. And so now they're going to be able to recreate like these brain cells that have Alzheimer's and try to do, run tests and experiments or test drugs on these, rather than just, I feel like formerly they'd been doing it in mice, and I read that like the DNA of mice and humans wasn't close enough to where they were able to get any like meaningful test results as far as drug experiments. So this is a huge breakthrough, and the reason that I bring that up is because I am doing the Alzheimer's Association's Walk to End Alzheimer's on November 2nd, and I would love it if you guys would visit the link in a video on youtube.com/That's Kinda Neat. There's a video with links provided to where you can donate some of your hard-earned money for a cause that means so much to my family and me, and I hope that you guys will partake in that. So yeah, I don't know. I'm going to listen to this at the same time you guys are listening to it for the first time and see how it was trying to juggle 4 people in an interview. I'm exhausted from doing it. It was very tiring, but I like these guys, and I like their vibe. I like their aesthetic. And it's not even I think. It's I'm absolutely positive that huge things are going to happen to these dudes, and you guys are going to be hearing about it. If it's your first time hearing about them through this podcast, congrats. If you're a fan here listening to them and want to learn more, hopefully you learn a little bit. With that being said, let's get into my conversation with Bones, Eddy Baker, Chris Travis, and XavierWulf, the Seshollowaterboyz. Here it is. Everyone introduce yourselves first so that those of us listening at home can decipher whose voice from who. Let's go from right to left.
This is my voice. If you are wondering whose voice it is, just know it's mine. We're going to go to the...
That was Bones, and next to Bones we have...
Eddy Baker.
Eddy Baker. Popping peas profusely. That's all right. Who do we got next to Eddy Baker?
Chris Travis, bro.
Chris Travis.
Waterboyz ENT.
Yes.
And you are?
Oh, I'm XavierWulf, Hollow Squad.
XavierWulf. Mm-hmm. And together you guys are Team Sesh, correct?
The performing powerhouse, we're Seshollowaterboyz.
Seshollowaterboyz.
But
So,
due to, like, some copyright shit,
yeah,
like, we have to change our shit to, like, Goo Goo Dolls, because Goo Goo Dolls isn't, like, doing some shit anymore.
Exactly.
So, like, similar to the Washington Redskins,
We're
they've
touring
lost their
under
copyright, so you guys
It's
are
like
the
that.
Goo Goo Dolls from now on.
We tour under Goo Goo Dolls.
Okay, so you guys can find them on Twitter as Goo Goo Dolls. Tweet at
No,
them.
at Goo Goo Dolls Official 2, because obviously Official was just taken. Yeah, Goo Goo Dolls 2.
Goo Goo Dolls too. Wonderful. How did you guys meet? I'm gonna preface this by saying, first and foremost, I am not prepared for this motherfucker. Like, I don't do any research, and also I usually only do one person at a time during the interviews. So this is a very intimidating interview for me already
Very
because
rare.
there's 4 of you guys. It's very rare, very based. We're gonna keep it plur, of course. I'm trying to sound as young as I possibly can, but also, maybe your fans that are tuning in will be like, yo, why is he asking these basic ass questions? But I go under the assumption that when I do these, that people have not heard of the people I'm interviewing yet. You know what I'm saying? So we're going to just start from the beginning. So, first and foremost, how did you guys all meet each other? Is it a long story?
Not really.
But it all goes back, hey, one place.
What?
Minnesota.
Exactly.
Think about it.
Minnesota? What happened in
Minnesota. But
Internet cafe
when
in
he was
Minnesota.
when he was, because I used to live near him, like
Yeah.
in my neighborhood. When I lived in Michigan, but I moved to Minnesota for like 2 years, and like I met him, and like we just started fucking around and
the
like
garage.
making music. And then he said that he like met Xavier online or something,
Yeah.
like through beats, because Xavier used to make beats under like DJ Quicksand. Wasn't that it? Was that it though?
Yeah, it was.
Yeah,
That
that was his old beat name, and then he was neighbors with him, and then just 2 neighbors. We all got together when we were like 13, started hanging out.
When you were 13?
Yeah, so like 7 years ago.
Get the fuck out. Wait, but you're older than these guys, right?
Yeah.
So you're like the big homie?
I'm like 30, yeah.
Yeah. I'm like 30, yeah.
Oh, let's like
big
30 instead of just 30.
Okay, so let me get this straight.
They said I'm like 30.
Bones, you're living in Michigan, and you meet Eddy, who's living in Minnesota, online, right? You know Xavier because he's making beats as DJ Quicksand. Is that what you said?
We met each other on the internet, man.
On the internet?
Yeah, and then we fucking met up out here in Cali.
Yeah.
And, know what I'm saying? And then we just started doing shit.
They're from Memphis.
Yeah, me and Chris from Memphis, Tennessee.
So you and Chris are from Memphis. Did you guys know each other growing up?
Yeah, I've been knowing this nigga since
basically,
middle school.
Since middle school? Yeah. What kind of school? What was Memphis like?
Terrible.
Why terrible?
Because I mean, it's alright,
Good and
but
bad.
like, yeah, it's good and bad. If
It's
you
just
ain't
rough.
from there, then you ain't gonna.
Yeah,
you
bro,
ain't
it's
gonna
just-
adapt to this shit.
yeah.
But like, if you from there, then you know
It's just the way it is.
where to go, what to do.
I knew it was
what not
ghetto
to
after
do.
I saw Hustle and Flow.
But
So when you say it's ghetto, is it
soft as
a
fuck?
pretty heavily segregated city or what?
Nah.
No?
Not really. Nah,
not yet,
everybody's
not
straight.
really.
It's
I mean, you know what I'm saying? You got the rich people that live in the suburbs and shit.
Yeah.
Then you go to the city.
Yeah.
Then
It's
you
mostly-
got the middle class and shit.
Mostly-
Yeah.
It was mostly Asian,
yeah, but
right?
mostly it's mostly black people in the city though.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Mostly
it's
black people. We
yeah,
got some
yeah.
Asians too.
What was you guys' schools like? I mean,
Fun.
Memphis education, how is it?
City schools was more live than public
city
schools.
schools was live as fuck.
But they both was crunk.
yeah.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
like
both.
it was just fun.
What'd you guys folks do?
Folks?
Yeah, your parents.
Oh, my mom, she worked at the airport.
What'd your dads do?
Pops, that nigga smoke weed. Man, I don't know what else. That nigga smoke weed, drive around.
The awkward black dad.
I'm trying to dive right into like, was your dad around?
He smoke weed. I never really
My dad was a barber.
He's a barber?
Oh, my daddy
He a
did
barber
cut hair.
right
though. My
now,
barber
yeah.
Nice.
was a barber. My daddy was a barber. He cut my hair. Used to.
When you guys met, were you making music together from a young age? Since you've known each other since Memphis in middle school?
No,
we was smoking.
Yeah, we were smoking and
Just
skating and
smoking,
shit.
Smoking and skating.
Yeah.
Oh, there's a big skate culture out there, or what?
Nah, not really,
Not
but
really,
it's straight
It's
though.
grown.
It's bigger than it was when we was in middle
Oh
school.
no shit.
It's
That's
grown.
tight.
Yeah.
You guys bounced around a bit. Your brother was telling me, Bones, like you guys are from all over, or what? How long were you in Michigan?
For like 7 years.
Yeah.
Or like 8 years.
Was that where you would call home, or where would you call home?
Yeah, I mean, I spent more of my life there than anywhere.
What did you do in Michigan to stay busy?
Nothing really. Honestly, nothing.
Nothing.
Mm-mm.
I mean, what? Grew up in front of the TV?
No, like just doing dumb stuff. It's like dumb shit. That's all. Yeah.
Troubled youth. Where are you from, Eddie? You from Minnesota?
Ontario, California.
You're from Ontario.
Ontario,
Oh
Canada.
no shit. So you didn't have to move far to come up here to LA then?
No, all my family, like my mom and my dad from LA.
Yeah.
So yeah. So
Yeah,
I
yeah.
was always out here.
Yeah. So you're a product of you're a fucking 80s, 90s baby,
90s baby.
90s baby. Yeah, for sure. Out here through the riots
Rarely.
and all that shit.
Yep.
Yeah.
I think my auntie stole a TV during the riot. yeah. Shit.
Still got that tube TV.
My mom was all like, I had to get you out. I was like, I would have got Sega, all that shit.
Yeah, yeah. Where you went to school in Ontario?
I went to school in Ontario like for military school, and then
Military school.
yeah, and then I just went to a bunch of different schools.
Wait, how old are you in military school? Like, is that your junior high, high school, or what?
5th to 6th.
Really? Why? You get in trouble as a kid? You just bad? I feel like all of you guys are just bad.
Just bad.
Yeah.
Trouble youth, like you said.
Yeah, trouble.
I wouldn't even say trouble youth.
Everybody bad.
Just bad.
Everybody is bad. I agree with that. Were all of you?
At some point.
Yeah. Did all of you guys grow up on rap music, or do any of you have like surprising, like, oh no, I was like into fucking some other shit,
Rock and rap.
Yeah, rock and rap.
rock and rap? Yeah.
All
That's
this
the
shit.
perfect ingredients to make what the fuck.
I like Kid.
I
Like,
bumped
that's
a
why I
lot
like
of shit, though,
some of
like-
his like rock shit, because it's like it remind me like Blink-182 and Kid Rock.
Oh shit.
I fuck with Bobby Womack and shit too.
Yeah. I fucking love it.
Blues, old school blues,
Yeah,
bro.
fucking
You know what I'm
we
saying?
run.
Rock, rap, blues.
Y'all miss
Yeah.
anything. Y'all
I
should
fucking
have like
like,
the jazz
you know.
and blues and shit like that.
Yeah, Memphis has a big
Yeah,
blues
yeah,
scene
yeah,
over
Yeah,
there.
yeah, Memphis got a good music scene.
Where's John Coltrane from?
I don't know. Who is that? What
Let's
song
Google
he sang?
that.
Damn. I sound like an idiot. I don't even know.
Yeah.
I don't know where he's from. Who is John Coltrane? He's a jazz
Oh,
dude, right? Oh no, I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna lie. I'm capping.
He's over here. He's like, yeah.
No, we ain't got no culture out
jazz.
here. No, we ain't got no culture out here.
You must say no, we ain't got no
So I know that a lot of you guys have just like a very storied history within the last few years of like the internet rap shit. So I kind of want to break everything down just so I can understand it more. Because for full disclosure, I've been hearing the names forever. I mean, I've been hearing like Xavier used to go by XavierWulf, yeah, or XavierWulf or XavierWulf. Forgive me, both. Just however people felt like pronouncing it. So I've been hearing your name with like Raider Clan shit for like 3-4 years now. Bones I've been hearing about for a couple years.
maybe like 2 years.
2 years? My
Yeah,
bad. Well,
barely.
I feel like 20. Well,
Not that
yeah,
long.
like probably 2012. You're right. You're right.
Yeah, I was only with them niggas for like
A year and a half.
A year?
Exactly. Like,
Yeah.
not even a year.
Well, so yeah, break that down to me because I don't really know the story. I know that
It's broken down.
What's that?
It's broken down.
It's broken down. It's been spoken on too much.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's just Hollow Squad.
Hollow Squad all day. All right, cool. I went to you guys' Low End Theory show a few weeks ago, and that was when I was like, I had been seeing it online, and then when I saw it in person, it's like a whole different feeling, and it's very much more real. You guys' following is like super heavy. How long ago did that start with you? Like, when did the squad come together as to what it is right now?
Like last
I
summer.
mean, everybody really already had their fan fan base and shit. You know what I'm saying? He had his shit, I had my shit, you know what I'm saying? They had that shit, you know what I'm saying? Everybody was working, we just came together.
When we came together, you just join all the
Yeah,
shit.
and just, yeah.
The fans clash.
Yeah.
They get cool with each other because they feel like, oh, you listen to the same shit.
Yeah.
You listen to this nigga, I listen to this nigga. Then, you know, it go like that. Then, like,
Yeah.
so like, we clicked up heavy, like, last summer.
Last summer?
Yeah. That's
And
when
was
we
it
did the
all out
first
in LA?
Show. Yeah,
Yeah,
out
it was
here in
out,
LA.
yeah.
Then we
Yeah.
did the first LA show, and the first LA show turned out good
When was the
Good as
first
fuck.
LA show? Last summer?
last summer.
You guys doing warehouse shows or what?
That was a warehouse show, yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's
And
a
like,
dope name.
yep. And then after that, it just kept getting bigger. Every LA show, It's bigger than the last one.
How did you guys figure out how to throw like warehouse shows? Because I feel like that's a very niche thing that people do here, and it's not popular in a lot of
I
places.
don't know. We just do whatever simple. It's just easy.
Yeah.
Well, it's just simple. Get a warehouse, throw a party.
Yeah.
Like,
Well, how did you go about finding like the sound systems?
L's hooked it up.
L does all that.
He hit the first tour. We did like a first tour before, like it was just us four with like a bunch of other dudes.
Yeah.
And he set up all that shit. You know what I'm saying? So when we did like the second time with just us four, he got L's basically fucking did all that shit. You know what I'm saying? He set up all the shit.
Yeah.
He's definitely.
So when you guys
put
are
us
talking
on
about L, that is your brother who is sitting on the floor next to us. And I spoke to him at Lowen for about a half an hour. He's telling me like he's basically like putting you guys like through a fucking rap business boot camp.
Exactly.
Yeah. So tell me about that. Like, what's happening in your lives right now?
Well, Eddie gets woken up at 7. Cigarette ashes.
Military school.
You know what I'm saying?
He's got to go outside and raise the flag.
He just put us on that fucking like.
No, it's just all at the right time.
Yeah.
Like Elliot,
That work ethic.
Xavier being like the hardest fucking rapper, like like Chris being the hardest rapper, all these guys like just making the hardest fucking music.
Yeah.
And Elliot always being good with like talking to people and shit. Like
He just making sure we don't get lazy.
he does his thing, and everybody does their thing, and it all works.
Right.
All those parts, yeah.
Right. So when you guys clicked up last summer and decided to make it like an official, membership, a collective. There you go. Like whatever you guys want to refer to it as, a clique, I guess. Yeah, there you go. How did it initially come together? Were you making videos for people and you just realized I vibe good with these guys, or was it like everybody's mutual fans of each other?
Because like the video shit, that was just work shit, but like we were just all cool. Like when we were shooting a video, we was just chill as fuck talking.
They don't get along with anybody else.
Yeah.
They don't get along with
chilling.
other people. I'll say that.
Nope.
They
Nope.
keep to
So
themselves.
Elliot's saying that they don't get along with anybody else, but
Keep to themselves. So when they connected with each other personally, and the fact they fuck with each other musically, it made sense.
yeah.
Started hitting us up and wanted to see all of them. So as a fan, you'd want to hear all your 4 favorite artists out of show together.
Right. So you guys share like a collective kind of lonerism of sorts, like where maybe the fact that you guys don't like anybody else makes you like each other a little bit more.
Well, honestly, I don't even know if there should even be a sentence or anything to describe it, because it's just like people fall into pockets together at certain points in life, just like you and him.
Yeah.
Like how'd you guys meet?
Oh, it's a long story. I mean,
Like,
we're actually half brothers. No, I'm kidding.
Okay, get that.
No, I get
Like,
it. Like
it's
shit just
just-
works out,
yeah.
and sometimes you just meet the people that you're supposed to team up with.
Hell yeah. And
Yeah, so it was kismet. It was fate.
I think even calling it fate's even ridiculous. I think even calling it anything is weird. I think it just happens.
It just happened because I can't say like one day we was like, oh, well, let's just team up and fucking It just like niggas smoke together and fucking kick it and party and it just fell into the puzzle. Naturally.
Yeah. So how long was it after you guys started doing shows together that you guys like moved in and started like really doing this 24 hours a day, working on stuff all the time?
It's been like 2 years straight. Since
Every day working on music, bro. In some way.
every fucking day.
Yeah.
Every day. Smoking and music.
Yeah.
In Bones' case,
We were living in Elliot house for like
videos
damn
too.
near a year
Yeah.
and just making music and shit.
Yeah, how does that work? Elliot's out here. You have like a normal job and shit? And how did you have room for everybody at the crib?
We squishing that motherfucker.
We weren't even squished though. Like we was actually pretty straight. Like
Everyone was cool. Like I saw the big picture, and I saw.
Shout out to Elliot's wife though too. You know what I'm saying? Because she's the one that tolerated
You know,
us for like a year and a half.
She understood what I was, and she and all the guys are like they're like my family now.
Yeah.
Okay, so they, we're there with my daughter. Like it's a whole thing. So it's not weird. Everyone pitches in at the house and shit like that.
Yeah.
But everyone was productive. They had to come out from Memphis. Everything could get done here a lot easier. You know what I mean? And they're motivated when they're together a lot more.
yeah.
Like wasn't no chilling shit. Like we wasn't just chilling at the crib.
Yeah,
like,
we was
that
chilling,
shit.
but
Like, we had
working
to
and
work.
chilling.
Like niggas was making music every day.
Yeah, so that's the thing. Like when you guys start moving in there, does he sit down with you and have a meeting and is like, look, in order for this to happen, everybody has to be working or what?
No.
We just everybody just understand.
Everybody
what
just be on the same page. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. It's
Without being said.
And there's
don't
4
have
of
to
us.
say
So
that.
like you
It's
see your nigga working on shit.
you gonna exactly.
working on shit too.
Yeah,
It's like you can't be lazy.
yeah. And you guys' output is insane. Like how many tapes have all of you guys put out this year?
This year, I put out like
Xavier's put out
three
tapes
like
this
that.
year.
Something like that.
Yeah.
Werewolf,
How many
To Be
tapes have you got,
Continued.
Chris?
I think I put out like
Something
probably
like
about 3 or 4.
Yeah.
3 or 4
I think,
tapes.
yeah.
What about you, Eddie?
4 tapes.
4 tapes, Bones.
Like 5.
5
6.
tapes?
I don't know.
6, I think now at this point.
Yeah.
I don't know.
that. Yeah, a lot.
So full transparency, I'm most familiar with your output. I know a lot of your songs are like kind of like shorter. They're like punk rock format, almost like a minute or two long sometimes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Are all of you guys shit like that, or do
yeah,
you?
sometimes we do that.
Yeah.
No, but that's the thing. Like, I get fucking. I'm not even trying to be like, oh, like I'm cool because I don't care. But it's like I get late. Like they can go.
Yeah.
They can go forever.
Chris,
like kill
Chris
it. Both
has
of them.
go 10,000
No,
bars.
but I'm just saying them two.
Yeah.
You could put on a fucking like. I'm just saying they've killed 5-minute songs, 6-minute songs.
Yeah.
But just going.
Yeah.
Just going.
Yeah, sometimes, but like all of us, or we'll do like little short 1-2 minute songs.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like it don't matter. It just depends on what's just what it called for on the beat.
Yeah.
And then when we record, most of us we don't really do hooks most of the time. Sometimes we hear a beat and we start at the beginning and go straight through to a finish. You know what I'm saying? And that's
Yeah,
just
it's
how
definitely not like the verse.
Yeah, not
chorus,
verse,
bridge
hook.
shit.
Yeah, we don't do that shit. We just either straight through or sometimes we'll put a hook in there, but we don't call it a hook. We just put something in there. You know, we don't call shit hooks and all that shit. We just put whatever we do in the shit.
Whatever you're
Yeah.
feeling at that moment.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, when I watched you guys' show, it seemed like there was a lot of like chants that the audience knew and shit like that.
But that's the funny thing. It's
Yeah.
like there's really probably only like 5 songs out of all of us in 2 hours that actually repeat a line twice.
Right.
Because it's like people chant the actual, just the live lyrics with no repeating. Like even the ones that are only said once.
Yeah.
It's really cool. It's awesome.
So when you guys were all solo acts before kind of becoming Voltron, were things working out solo for you? Like, you know, like when there was a XavierWulf show, would it be like, you know, like were 400 kids showing up? Like what was happening? Were people coming and knowing the words?
I mean, back then, yeah, it was. I still had fans, but but now it's like, of course, it's bigger with all of us.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? And then like I've only done a few shows by myself, but like I've done most of my shows with one of them or all of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because you guys were saying the first like big show in LA was like last summer. Were there moments before that where you guys had your first like oh shit moments where you're like, oh, this is like starting to work before that happened?
No, I mean, kind of.
We all had like cool rap career. We wasn't like popular.
Yeah, but like we never. It's like
cool.
for some reason we never just had that moment like you might see in the movies where they be like, oh my god, this is really happening. We just see little shit and we just go to the next shit, keep it going. You know what I'm saying? Because you can't just stop on that one
We're
shit.
starting to feel like that now.
Yeah.
It's not even
Like
we don't
nothing's
feel
big
that
no
was the
more.
beginning.
Like for all of 20K followers, 30K he got, like that shit. It ain't never enough. That shit don't mean shit. You gotta keep all the numbers on YouTube and shit. Like SoundCloud plays, you just want more. You know what I'm saying? They gotta keep going.
Yeah.
So it ain't. It just
There ain't no
is.
stopping shit. Fuck.
Do all of you guys make beats too?
I may be.
Chris makes beats.
I'm finna make beats.
You're about to start making beats?
Yeah, I just gotta get my time straight.
You make beats?
No.
So how do you guys, with as much music as you're making, how do you go about finding your beats?
Producers online.
I
Like, is it just inboxes just getting filled daily with kids that just are
I be finding producers that
it's
that
that.
work with and shit.
Or we'll find them on SoundCloud.
So you're like SoundCloud surfing a lot of
Or
time.
just like if I hear him with an artist I like or some shit, you know what I'm saying? I'll reach out on Twitter or some shit.
Yeah.
They're at the
Yeah.
point where they all get reached out to.
Yeah. The producers hit us up and then they'll send us beats and then like we like them, we use them.
When you kill beats, they gonna sing.
Yeah,
you.
they sing
Like,
you
shit.
Like it's not hard when you got, you know what I'm saying, like your fan base and shit. Producers sing you beats, so
Yeah. What are you guys going to do when it gets to that point where... I always worry, like, when you're getting random beats from kids in a fucking email, you know what I mean? Like, what happens when one of those songs, like, hits, and then the producer's like, it's pay up or something, you know what I mean?
that's the underground.
deserve it.
Yeah, that's the underground. Like
The artists, listen, rappers or singers or whatever can't be bitches, and like producers can't be bitches because there's two flaws. Like, because artists need the beats, and what do beats like? Everybody needs credit, you know.
Yeah,
but like
absolutely.
producers, all those drum kits. Rarely do people like make their own noises, but those sounds aren't some of those producer sounds.
Right, exactly.
Used in the first place. Those are from FL Studio.
Yeah.
That's true too.
You know, those
Kit,
actually
Giant
aren't those
Kit,
sounds. So how can you sell that?
Right.
But then those guys get mad at rappers for trying to like do. I understand though. Everybody needs respect and people listening to their music.
Yeah, absolutely.
Of course. It's just funny because,
we give them the credit. Fuck it, they can have it.
Yeah. How did you get into video making? You were telling me before we started that like everybody here edits now. Yeah?
I don't edit.
You don't edit. What do you do? No, I'm just fucking with you.
So what do you...
Drink beer, smoke
Drink
weed.
Eddie just
Chill it out there.
chit chat.
I live in downtown.
So, when did you start shooting video?
Like shooting like for fun or shooting like a
Sure,
pig and
shooting for
bait?
fun, like learning the process. Did you take
5.
classes or anything?
No,
No.
like 5 or 6.
When you're 5?
Just little shit.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
obviously with the camcorder.
Yeah.
And then
When did you start teaching yourself to edit?
When I was like 10.
That early?
Yeah.
Wow. For what? Just for like, were you doing it just on your own
because
time?
it's Michigan and there's nothing to do.
Yeah.
He was like 6 foot when he was 10, though. He's like 6'4" now. So he was
Our
big
dad's-
motherfucker.
Couldn't
on
leave the house. I was like Jack. They want me to leave the house.
So your dad's a photographer. Is that like how he kept a roof over you guys' head? Was a professional photographer?
Yeah, and website designing.
What sort of stuff did he shoot?
He didn't really have a really type. He did a lot of old sports ads, but he does like
Rock and roll.
lifestyle stuff too. I don't know, just a lot of
Anthrax,
pictures.
Rock and roll.
Yeah.
Blue Oyster Cult.
Oh, he shot for Anthrax and Blue Oyster Cult. Elliot's saying, that's tight. So you're seeing a bunch of camera equipment around the house as a kid,
Yeah, of course.
and you
yeah,
start tinkering with it.
Yeah.
That's interesting. My best friend is a professional photographer, and he has 3 kids, and like now they're 6
Oh,
and
yeah,
10,
they're
and they're
gonna
starting
be
to pick it up
amazing.
and tinkering. You
They're
know what I
gonna
mean?
be amazing.
Like, yeah. The 6-year-old's Instagram is already cracking. It's crazy.
I already know.
Yeah.
That shit's wild, man.
Kids today.
It's about to be a whole different ballgame
It's
in the
about to
next
be great.
generation.
A
you know what
lot
I'm
of
saying?
diseases and shit are going to be solved and shit.
Yeah, I believe that.
A lot of shit's going to be cured.
So what did you start editing on? Just a computer? Like there's a computer sitting around the house. You had some editing software?
Yeah, it's fucking probably iMovie.
Yeah.
Or no, Windows Movie Maker. And then like fucking Sony Vegas. And then iMovie for like 8 years. And then fucking Final Cut and then After Effects and just low shit.
I mean, you're only 20, right? You're like a youngster. So what age did you start rapping, would you say?
Like wanting to put out music, like, hey, maybe I should
Sure.
do this.
Well, or like even before that, are there any like rap things that you can think of that you were doing that were a precursor to what you're like foreshadowing what you're doing
I
now?
was making rap songs.
Yeah. At what age?
13, 12,
13?
yeah.
And even before that, you're probably memorizing shit and being
Yeah,
able
not
to recite
actually
it.
recording though.
Yeah.
I couldn't get the hang of that until I was like 13 or 14.
Right. And so like what programs did you first start recording on?
In GarageBand.
GarageBand.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, you still have do you still have the old stuff laying around or what?
Yeah.
How's it sound?
Oh, it's great.
Yeah?
No, of course not. It's fucking terrible. It's great though.
Yeah,
Because it's terrible. It's amazing. It's better than my new shit. Seriously.
Nice. So when did you shoot your first music video?
14.
At 14?
Yeah.
And what was it like?
I was at the skate park with my friends.
Yeah.
This is my shitty basement. That's pretty much it. Just terrible shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, my life's pretty much been nothing really too like mentionable up until about like a couple weeks ago.
A couple weeks
Yeah,
ago.
like very recent.
I'm catching you right at the right time then. It was a couple weeks ago. No.
This is my first day out of the womb. You know, it's really good.
Yeah. When do you start shooting the VHS shit that you're so known for now?
Kind of recently, when I was like 16, it's like 4 years.
Yeah.
4 years ago
Yeah.
when I started putting it out.
Well, that's forever ago in the internet days. Like
Yeah, for sure.
That's
Definitely.
OG shit.
That's
Do
10
you know
years
what I
on the
mean?
internet.
OG nigga.
Was there a conscientious, or was there a moment where you're like, oh shit, like this look fits my sound?
No, because people thought it sucked.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. People thought that shit sucked for a while.
Whenever something's different, it's kind of like people backlash.
Oh, and
against
it was like a shitty camera, so you know kids are going to be like, get a new camera or something like that. Something
right,
funny.
right.
It's pretty terrible, though, that whole camera thing. It's really made me not like filming, and that's like my favorite thing to do, so people just suck the fun and love out of everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Would you ever shoot with a DSLR, or you VHS for life, or
No,
what?
yeah, of course. I love shooting with all sorts of things, like just old camera, 3 CCDs, like HDs. Like, I love just all cameras.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you're editing, and then everybody moves into the house. And how do you learn to edit? How do you guys start learning to edit?
I've been editing. music
You've been editing
videos
before that
yeah.
too? When did you start
Yeah.
editing?
Like 3 years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you get your hands on just some bootleg software or something, or like just somebody teach you?
I just got.
What you started on?
I started on iMovie and Final Cut.
I started on Windows. and
On
then
Windows?
Went to that iMovie shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What were you? Are you guys trying to do music videos as well? Is that what you started editing for?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, I did
some
all my music videos. I did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
His shit too. He be doing his shit. We all did our shit just from the M. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no video.
This nigga used to hold. This nigga used to hold the camera. Like some of my
that shit, bro.
Yeah, some of my like older videos. This nigga, it's just me and him. He'll hold the camera while we go out and, you know what I'm saying, shoot the shit, and then I cut it up at the house. Or like for his videos, I hold the camera for him and do, you know what I'm saying, just shoot the shit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Then we just do it like that because, you know,
because there ain't a bunch of fucking film crews in Memphis and shit, so you guys just had to make it happen.
Yeah, we just did that shit. It was easy. Yep.
Yeah, and then like, what happens when you guys start putting your music videos online? Was there good response from the jump or what? Like, did videos start getting views early?
Kind of.
Yeah, it was alright. It wasn't just, you know what I'm saying, as much as we making now, but you know what I'm saying,
we just kept going.
Yeah, it was just kept on
keep
going,
doing
you
it,
know?
and then we just put
shit gonna get,
shit.
you know what I'm saying, shit, everything gonna get old, you know what I'm saying. That's when niggas gonna go. That's what niggas gonna go to, you know what I'm saying.
I always wanted that shit. Like,
So,
these just get views at first.
Huh?
I always wanted that too. Did y'all just like start off getting views at first?
Nah,
Man,
really.
I had to build my shit from the ground up.
Had to build it up, bro.
Yeah. So yeah, the first shit that you put out is probably like a fart in the wind, and then after a few more, pardon my analogy.
Still fart in the wind.
Nah, I mean you guys' views are pretty up though now.
Yeah,
like.
but I personally, I still haven't went like hard as fuck on anything. I haven't made I ain't made a hard song yet. I ain't put out a dope video yet. I ain't did shit yet. You know what I'm saying? That's how I feel. I'm just like shit.
So that's all to say, like, you just feel like you're never satisfied.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's how all of us is. Because, bro, we get tired of a new song we did next day. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? We'll do the song, finish it, mix it up, and next day we'll be like, all right, next. That shit ain't even. Yep. That's just how it is.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I always say, like, and I have done a lot of these podcasts, and I probably have said this on like 80% of them, but it's like, I feel like if you're not satisfied with your creative output, that's just a sign that you're constantly growing. You know what I mean? So it's like, if you don't feel like what you just made is good enough, then that means tomorrow you're going to grow into something a little better. And so, you know, it's refreshing to hear that.
If you're satisfied with kind of, damn, it'd kind of be hard to find some really like bad thing, but if you're satisfied with anything, you suck.
If you're satisfied, you're kind of complacent, right?
Being satisfied,
whatever that is, whatever being satisfied means. I know it brings it. It's an umbrella term that just has so many other things along with it. That means so much fucked up shit. If you're like satisfied with
because that means that you're satisfied. You don't want to do anything.
Because you're like, all right, it's good. Saying something's good kind of sucks.
The people who get satisfied with their music,
they're not
like that.
anymore.
They don't do shit no more. You know what I'm saying? They don't have. Their brain can't hit their creative side no more, and I don't want this shit to happen.
Nobody should be satisfied, bro.
Yep.
We haven't done shit yet.
We ain't done shit. I feel like I ain't did a show yet. I ain't did nothing.
Yeah.
It's just it feel like the first day to me every day. Same when I used to wake up, roll a blunt, and hop on the computer every damn day. Wake up, roll a blunt, and that's all I wanted to do. I look forward to doing that shit every day. That's all I did. I worked at FedEx back in the day, but like, once I started
getting
getting
FedEx Kinkos, bro.
See, you know what I'm saying?
I'll never go back.
I won't either. I quit my shit once the music started getting straight. I said, "Fuck FedEx."
Yeah,
and I still was waking up, smoking, doing music. But I'm still not. I want to get as fired up as I was back then.
Well, what do you feel is the end goal? If you're not satisfied and you feel like this is the beginning, what's the end game?
I don't know. I eventually want to. I don't think I should tell. I ain't gonna tell.
There's no end game.
You don't have to play around.
Work until it's over.
30,000, 100 million. You hear me? Bands, nigga. Look at this guy. Bands.
Got moolah.
And money.
Bricks.
But when you get rich as fuck, you still want to work like a motherfucker.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, you still want more money.
Like, look at Birdman. He still Birdman.
I want to be like
still
a fucking R&B singer.
But I'm gonna give a lot of money to the children
at work, Baker.
around the world.
Florida.
Yeah, nobody knows anything.
I'm gonna invest in some shit.
Invest.
No, I'm not saying he's gonna not invest. I'm sure you will invest. I know you will. But like, that's like asking kids like what they want to be.
No, absolutely.
When they grow up, because totally.
Yeah, well, and that's the crazy thing is like I have to keep reminding myself like, oh wait, yeah, like you guys are a bunch of like young fucking.
Oh
kids.
no, not even like that. But I'm just saying like,
no, that's real.
2
though.
years could change a lot.
Back when I was your age, I had no idea what the end game was when I was 20. But also things weren't cracking for me when I was 20 like they are for you guys. You know what I mean? Like shit is very much happening in your world right now, and that's got to be a strange feeling.
I'm 30,
young, bro.
Quit saying
this nigga is not 30,
You're
bro.
29. You're not 35.
I know, right?
About being 30.
I know.
Nah, bro, we all He the oldest out of us four.
Yeah.
But he ain't shit but 23.
You're 23?
Yeah.
You lying.
I just turned.
I really believe that you were 30.
The beard, you know what I'm saying? It's that maturity.
Yeah.
Plus the deep.
I was about to once you said you were 29, I was about to give you a pep talk like, hey man, don't worry about it. When you turn 30, actually, things are good. When I turned 30, I was like, oh man, these young hoes ain't gonna mess with me no more. But when I turned 30, and now you tell a 21-year-old like, oh, I'm 30, they look at you like, oh, can you be my daddy? And,
What?
And also like, oh, you must have your shit together and have good credit. And I'm like, yeah, all of those things are true, girl. What's
If I
really
girl in my apartment until I was 30, she gonna be like, what the fuck? She gonna fucking trip out. Like, you ain't shit, nigga.
I'm 30. I had him banned.
Get your money out.
Yeah. So you guys, I don't know, man. Like, I'm still just fucking blown away and like kind of living vicariously through that Low End show that I saw the other day. Like, I want to go to one of your warehouse shows now because the energy was so palpable there. Like, Low End is not a place that's really known for like palpable energy that way, but you guys had, obviously the line was all the way around the fucking block. Not everybody who wanted to get in could get in. And once they were in, by the time you guys took the stage, it was like goddamn Beatlemania or something, like, you know.
Shout out to our fans too. That's
Yeah,
like
you guys' fan base was amazing, but also it feels very familial in that I could tell that all of them had been to shows before. You guys probably recognize a lot of their faces. I saw one kid come up to Elliot, and this is a really fucking cool maneuver. One kid came up to Elliot and said, hey, I drove from San Diego and I couldn't get in tonight. And Elliot said, you know what? Tweet at me. I'm going to get you some gear. I'll get you a shirt or something for free because I feel bad that you didn't get in. So where do you guys, I mean, is it just instinctual to be able to deal with fans on that level to where you make them feel as though they are a part of your team?
They are.
I mean, yeah, absolutely. And that's correct. They are.
But like,
but here's the
what's
thing.
the difference between like a fan and like a friend that likes your music?
Exactly. That's how I feel like it is.
And I completely agree with that, and you're preaching to the choir in that sense. But at the same time, you guys have to know as many rappers as I know that don't act that way.
Hell yeah.
But like, all those rappers suck.
They suck. That's why these rappers ain't shit. These niggas don't know what they doing.
Because people that support your music, the reason why I think our people are like supporters come back, because it's like, one thing I noticed, like, we get down and mosh with our fans and shit like that. Like, when I go to other shows and shit, you can't touch artists. You know
they
what I'm
play
saying?
like the Avril Lavigne, like 20 feet away shit.
Yeah, that shit, like, yeah, that shit weird as hell.
I've shook in the same I don't like to call them fans. I call them supporters, whatever. Yeah. But like, I've like performing. I've shook in the same nigga hand like 30 times just because. You know what I'm saying? You know how they just keep putting it out there like, like they just did. I just do it every time. You know what I'm saying?
We don't even do meet and greets at our shows.
You know
like,
what I mean?
We don't even do meet and greets.
We take pictures with everybody.
Yeah, buy a ticket. That's enough for.
In San Diego, they tried to make us do like a meet and greet. Like some kid did through a show. Like didn't tell us and was like charging kids
to meet
like
us.
to pay more to meet us.
We smoking weed outside, chilling with everybody.
We chill.
Looking at
we chill with the supporters.
You know what I'm saying? Like we don't do that shit. We just like chilling with everybody.
We chill for free, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like them niggas tripping. That shit was gay. A meet and greet. That shit weak as fuck.
I agree completely with that. I don't know, like, I know that we don't know each other at all. None of us. We've met, like, very briefly at parties and such. But what I was going to say is, like, I've been doing this for a long time, and I'm just now kind of, like, figuring out what you guys seem to have inherently figured out, that it is kind of a family, and, like, getting kids to your shows and being a part of that with them is very important. And it's funny because, like, now that I'm, like, an older dude that does this and throws shows, I feel like part of my responsibility is to like look a parent in the eye and be like, yo, your fucking kid is safe at my show and shit. You know what I mean? And they're gonna come home cool.
It was funny. We had one girl in Houston that went missing from the show.
No shit.
But no, she didn't even go.
Laugh
but
afterwards.
Look, but look, cause she didn't even go missing. That's the whole thing. Like this bitch just been fucking with some nigga, some older nigga. You know what I'm saying? It was on the news. And we were thinking like we don't have no creeps at our shows.
Yeah, like we don't got creep niggas at our shows and shit. Turns out she was just horny, bro. She was just trying to get some meat. You know what I mean? Like she just doing her thing.
Yeah.
You know, hey,
this nigga stink.
Shit crazy.
Next subject, please.
Hey, but we did have a little guy in our DC show.
We had a little guy.
Remember that little
guy?
The little boy,
he was at our DC show.
Yeah, the little boy. Yes, the little boy that asked me for some backwoods.
Oh my fuck!
What happened? He was just cool as fuck. He was like, I was like, how old are you? He's like, I'm 13. And I was like, oh shit.
You're gonna smoke weed, kid, smoke out of backwoods.
Yeah, and he smoked backwoods. So I was like, well,
we need that sponsorship backwoods.
That's so funny.
On Twitter.
So, what's a day-to-day like at the compound now that you guys just moved into your own crib, yeah? And how is that?
Waking up, smoking a blunt.
Wake up, smoke what?
Play video games.
Play PlayStation.
Make music.
Ship out.
and do the same shit.
Does anybody have weird roommate quirks? Because I know moving in with best friends can be fucking tough sometimes.
We don't have,
dude, I got a good roommate quirk.
What is it?
Well, his name is Dave. The quirk is named Dave. Yeah, fuck Dave.
Fuck Dave.
He works from like 11 in the morning to like 1 at night, or like 1 in the morning. So it's like 13 hours, like unheard of, right? Yeah. But he gets off at like 8 and stays there for 4 hours, like by choice. Yeah. So it's hilarious. It's like I live alone. Yeah. You know, and he's paying like $1,000, so it's great. Shout out Dave for paying $1,000.
Shout out to Dave for being the roommate that's never there. That's perfect. That's perfect.
Yeah, we got to get him the grill. Real soon.
Yeah.
No, I was thinking about that. You guys do it. He's gonna fuck something up. I was
gonna think,
but he's a fucking cook. I could grill though. No, Eddie. Remember when we did grill though at your house, bro? We had this barbecue at his house one time. And it was live. That was live.
Yeah, I see my whip right.
I mean, if I had to pick one of you guys to grill for me, I'm thinking that Eddie is gonna be the best. He look like he could cook.
I'm the healthy boy.
You know what I'm
saying? This nigga ate an undone hot dog after the Juicy J show the other day, bro.
Oh, for real,
bro. That hoe was on the grill for 5 seconds, bro. She threw it on there and took it off and sold it to his ass.
It was a bacon wrap hot dog. I think you know what I'm saying?
He ate all of that motherfucker. Bro, even Chili told his ass that way. He was like, I told you.
If Chili tells you something,
dude, Chili's telling you something's a ruse.
That hot dog was cold.
Something's too funny.
He's so ugly.
Yeah, nigga, I remember that shit.
He eat whatever,
girl. Damn,
oh man! Don't quote him.
That's too funny. Damn. Tell me stories about you guys' tour.
Oh, that's
Without dry snitching, tell me some fun shit that happened on your warehouse tour that you guys put together.
Warehouse tour?
It wasn't even a warehouse tour. It was like a regular tour.
It was like a regular tour?
We didn't even do no warehouse.
Big dog shit, regular tour.
He said big dog shit.
You know what I'm saying?
Pissing with the big boys.
Just us.
You know what I'm saying?
Me, Els, Bones, Chris, and Eddie. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So the 5 of you just go out.
Big screen.
Yeah.
Yeah, we had the big ass Sprinter van with the Xbox in it and shit and the leather seats.
What was the livest city?
Oh, dude, Iowa, because Des Moines, Iowa.
I was gonna say
I got bed bugs.
You got bed bugs in Des Moines?
I got bad bed bugs. Yeah, we didn't have a show in Des Moines, but we slept there.
Yeah,
and I got bed bugs.
Yeah, I got a fucking bloody nose.
Dude, Eddie, that shit was crazy.
He was pissed.
Who got a bloody nose?
I got my nose just started bleeding. I don't know why.
Yeah,
it was so humid.
Yeah, it was like humid in the air.
Me and Zay went crazy. We almost killed each other.
Eddie pushed me.
Yeah, what was the city that on the tour when you guys went out? What was the city that surprised you the most draw wise?
North Carolina.
North Carolina.
That shit was crazy.
Yeah.
But every city was crazy. Because the first tour we went on, it was like with 14 motherfuckers. In a van. Not like a fucking fresh ass Mercedes van.
Yeah.
It was like a fucking like
one of
church
those 12
van.
passenger vans.
12 passenger van.
Yeah. It was a bunch of us. It was cool, but it was like it was different because there was so many personalities on tour and shit like that. And then we had even a hotel and shit. Like we had to sleep with a lot of motherfuckers. Niggas was fighting for beds and shit. Floor.
Fuck that though.
It was everything.
This one was easy
beautiful.
breezy.
Yeah, so good. I was full the whole tour. I had to shit every city. Every city went to have shit.
That shit was beautiful.
Shit every city.
So we ate so good.
Niggas shit every
Hey, I would hope that you shit every city.
I'm saying I had to shit like
30 hours.
I had to shit because I was so full from food.
What?
We ate good. Red Lobster was a fucking like every other. Niggas was always trying to get Red Lobster.
Shout out to Cheddar Bay Biscuits.
Yes, I want some right.
Hey, you don't want to know the ingredients in those.
I'm sure I don't. So wait, I feel like I kind of know what the answer is going to be. But if you guys went on a tour a year before last and it was 14 people, how does that whittle down to the core of you guys? Was it just you just noticed other people not pulling weight or not working as hard?
No, but it's just like if you put just like school stuff though.
Yeah.
Like if you put 20 kids to pick partners or something.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
But it was like
picking a dodgeball team.
We all fuck with
kids
each other.
don't like mesh. They obviously just kind of separate.
All of us just
really, it was like really a lot of them guys. Like Elliot put that tour together. You know what I'm saying? He gave a lot of people opportunity.
Put both the tours together.
Yeah, exactly. Like he he gave them that opportunity, like all of us, you feel me, to get on tour and shit. Like that. But then it was just after like we fucked with each other, because when the tour was done, everybody went back home. You know, me and Bones lived in Cali. These niggas always in Cali, so it was like we just fucked with each other. So that's how it was. Like it wasn't like oh, just fuck nobody. It was just like we just.
No, yeah, it wasn't like that. It was like people just had to hold their weight.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I'm saying? We just stood
big
up.
boulder.
We stood up and we flexed up.
Combination of a lot.
Heavy.
Yeah. He said we flexed up. Heavy.
I mean, it's all we
here,
do.
so Elliot, here's a question for you. On that first tour that you organized and you got a gang of motherfuckers with you, was it a thing where you could see these four working the hardest out of them, and you knew that? Did you kind of have an innate sense that this was going to be what ended up happening?
So all four of them. I mean, look, I knew, with all due respect to everyone else that was on the tour, I saw all of them becoming. I see them being some of the biggest artists that are around. I see them all being stars in their own right.
Hey, that's the part when if you were on the tour and you're listening, then you go,
that's the part when you go, what an asshole. And the thing is that they all had their own thing going, right? And they personally, you can't deny that it's a big thing to personally fuck with each other when you're out there. You're in cramped space. You don't want to be out with someone for a month and not like them. And if you don't really care for their music and they're not pulling that much weight, it just so happens that the four guys that are bringing the most people, that have got the buzz and they got the juice, they all get along together. And that's the truth of it. I gave everyone an opportunity. I will continue to do that, but it's a business. So you have to treat it as such, and it just so happens that everyone got close, and they're the ones.
We did our work. We did what the fuck we were supposed to do, and we got the fuck up.
I just want to say, Elliot saved me from the trap, too. I was fucking in Atlanta, right? I got to put this out there. This is my story. Elliot saved me, you know what I'm saying? After our first tour, I had moved to Atlanta with my friends to sell drugs and shit like that, you know what I'm saying? And Elliot, like, he told me, come back, do your music shit, you know what I'm saying?
I gotta get him.
And he really pushed me, like, to get back on my rap shit heavy this year. That's why I really started, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, doing my rap shit.
I can kind of never tell when you're fucking with me.
That's real shit now. Okay, real shit. Like, that's real shit. Motherfuckers don't know.
Well, hey, wait, Eddie, so how did you know, or how do you know people in Atlanta that had you come out?
My best friends out there.
Oh, okay. So you're just like, yo, we're getting money out here, come through.
Exactly, like some shit like that. And I just went on some like, because I was staying with these niggas like for a long. Even after the tour, I was still staying with Elliot and Bones and shit at their house, like. Yeah. And I just went one day and left and shit, and I just was in Atlanta and shit, like on some random shit. Right. But, like he told me to come back. He got
called you back and said, "Hey."
He said, "Turn up," and then you know, all these niggas was always.
Yeah. We called them and gave them hell.
But like, they gave me hell all the time. But like, I came back and that's when I turned up on my music shit, like this year.
Do you have a background in managing before this at all?
No, I just sort of I learn as I go, just the same way that they do.
You should have seen him like a year ago. This nigga is a fucking suit now. It's like Entourage. If you watch Entourage and watch Eric, he's like,
look, I can't do what they do, and so I try to help in whatever way I can. Like I care about them as my family, and I'm a fan of all of their music. So it's like if I try to figure out a way to get their music out there, I believe in them, and I think that they could be the best. So it's like, now that's what we're doing, we're putting them out on tour. And
I can't do what they do. Elliot's at home looking in the mirror like rapping these songs. Right now he's like, I can't do it. He's like, fuck this shit.
But now
he got tape on the low though.
We're putting together. Now they're all doing their own thing. They're all living out in L.A. All of them, other than Eddie being 30, all of them got their own place. Everyone's doing their own thing, and we're doing it independently. We have a lot of people that have contacted us, but as of right now, we want to keep it independent, and we got a lot of things coming up. Now it's gotten so big that we can't do warehouse shows in LA anymore. So now the next show is probably going to be first couple days in December at the House of Blues on Sunset. We'll announce that soon, but that'll be the biggest one.
Rest in peace though to that. That's sad though.
Who?
That's sad we can't do warehouses anymore.
Yeah, bro, we can't do warehouses no more, bro.
That's kind of crazy.
We cracked it up. We killed it, bro.
That's crazy.
Yeah, that's a big thing. We were actually doing a warehouse show next to the last one you guys threw that got shut down, I think.
Is it like the end of the warehouse era?
You guys were happy.
We weren't happy, but once you guys' party got shut down, we were next door, and like all of a sudden, an influx of like 300 kids came over to our party. So it was like, oh shit, turn up. So here's the thing, Elliot. Talking to you at Low End for like the half hour that we talked, you reminded me of all the other really great managers that I've talked to throughout the past few years, where it's like there's this common theme of you know, I recognize so-and-so's talent, but I could see that they were kind of squandering it or like, you know, not doing all that they could do. And I told them like, look, we're going to coop up and fucking go through like a boot camp type thing. Like, where did you come up with that idea? Or is it just like a natural idea? I don't understand.
It wasn't that. It was like, look, if me having a house and having the resources can help them in any way and be out there, they wanted to be out in LA. So We gave them a spot to be out there. No one has to tell them to be motivated. Like Eddie said, like if each of them are out working on something, they're competitive amongst each other in a great way, right? So it's like they all want to see each other succeed, but they're all competitive with each other. So if Xavier's recording in the garage or whatever, then Chris is going to start to write, and all of them are going to start to do that thing. It was nothing decided. Nothing was ever said. We didn't sit down and say, okay, this is what we're going to do. We just sort of set out and was like, this is what it is. I have a place. It made sense. Everyone came through, and now
did our thing.
Got in there. We had the resources. Got Why not?
Yeah, we got in there and did what we had to do. Juiced up. Now we all out. Got our own shit, and we still putting stuff out, and we just accelerate.
If you were going to give an elevator pitch, each of you guys, of like what your music is, can we do that, or is that a fucking stupid ass generic question? I feel like a lot of the people that listen.
I know what you're saying.
A lot of the people that listen to my podcast in particular, I don't know that they're going to be that familiar. I don't know if our fan base has crossed paths that way, but I think you guys' movement is so valid that I wanted to have you on and try to introduce the people that listen to this to you guys. And so, just kind of explain like what each of you guys feel your music is about.
My shit, I feel it's you'll hate it.
It's dark.
No, not even because of the dark.
No, I don't think of the hate because
like
it's dark, but
like,
I'm saying the impression that I've gotten of your music is it's dark.
I mean, I don't know. If anybody hears this and decides to check it out and they do hate it, I told you so. Like, you can't be mad because I'm saying it.
Yeah. Who are your... I mean, this is such a fucking generic question.
Influences.
But I hate asking that question, but I have a feeling that, like, you probably grew up listening to a lot of Bone, maybe, and a lot of 3 6 Mafia.
Honestly, I like 3 6 Mafia and Bone Thugs, but I wasn't really like a big like fan even like that. Like I don't know, just like a lot of shit, like a lot of metal, a lot of jazz.
What kind of metal bands were you into?
Fucking like the ones that have the covers of like people dying and shit. All like the really shitty, immature.
I would say though, for fans of Bone or fans of 3 6, they'll fuck with it. Eddie, what's your music all about?
Real nigga shit. I put my genre real nigga shit.
I've never heard, dude. What'd you say?
Real nigga shit.
I've never heard that.
That's my genre right there. You
Damn, that is real.
So
I've never heard that shit, boy. That's
I just talk about my life. Shit. And shit I like, you know what I'm saying? I just try it's such a rapper ass, you know. I just talk about, you know what I'm saying?
Through these bars.
I just try to, you know what I'm saying, make sure catch my swag on the track, you know what I'm saying?
Catch my swag on the track. Definitely catch his swag on the track.
I don't know, like I said, I just kind of try to go hard with music. I'm really like kind of finding myself.
You're finding your voice though.
Exactly. I know my voice, but it's like it's just fucking. I don't know. Like I said, I just spit real nigga shit. That's what I classify as real nigga shit.
I feel you, P.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. What did you guys grow up on in Memphis? Like, are your influences clear through your music?
Sometimes it's weird because I'm influenced by a lot of stuff, a lot of different shit. When I was growing up, a lot of weird shit. You know what I'm saying? That I just accepted just because that was the type of kid I was.
Yeah.
And shit, I don't know, bro. My shit is just. And y'all gotta go listen to it, bro. I'm crazy as hell.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So 1 minute I be cool, next minute I
that's your shit, crazy as hell.
I don't know, my shit retarded.
That's exactly. I'm crazy as hell.
I be cool, then I snatch you up.
That's it. Crazy as hell.
Hey, everybody think I'm an angry ass person all the time. Truth is, I am not. I'm really happy all the time.
Yeah.
But also his face.
He's so scary.
You do have an angry looking face. I mean, this is me on a personal tale. On Friday, I seen you at the Juicy J thing that I was working at, right? And I came up and I was like, "Hey, you're Xavier, right?" And you're like, "Yeah." And I said, "Oh man, I've been talking to Elliot. I think I'm gonna have you guys on my podcast on Monday." And you went from like angry, serious face to like very bright smile, welcoming, like, "Oh yeah," like handshake. And it was like all of a sudden we were like old homies. So it was very welcoming and surprising because
still cut a nigga, still get the katana.
Yeah.
A Nakasan.
I'll go 0 to 100 real quick. Yeah. Chris, what's up with your shit? I feel like you're the quiet one. You're very laid back.
Yeah, my shit is just my music, bro. It's just, I just say whatever on my mind, you know what I'm saying? Whatever I say, you know what I'm saying? I say it, bro. It's my shit.
Yeah.
I ain't trying to be nobody. I ain't trying to be influenced by nobody, but you know what I'm saying? Everybody get influenced by something.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? So It's just that's what it is.
I like Cameron. That's like my favorite rapper.
Yo, Cameron's one of my top 5.
He's like an asshole on the track. That's why I like.
Hey, Purple Haze really changed my life.
Best one. But I like Come Home With Me better. His first one's the best one to me.
I don't really like his music, but
I don't know those songs.
I like the one where doesn't there a thing of him spitting on a little girl?
Oh, Killer Season.
Oh yeah, that's pretty funny.
Spit a loogie in it.
That's funny as shit.
I feel like you should do a video where you make Eddie recreate the cover of Confessions of Fire.
Is that the Usher album?
No,
I was just gonna say that.
It's the one. It's the one where Cameron's in like a no shirt with fireman pants and suspenders on and like holding a sledgehammer. It's like very suspect.
Damn.
But hilarious.
I don't know about
Shout out to
Cameron, Killer
might
Cam.
do the pink fur.
Let's wrap it up. This was a goddamn mess. I'm not going to lie. If you guys are listening, I don't know how the audio is going to be, but I had a good time talking to you guys. You guys are entertaining characters, and I can tell that the rapport that you guys have with each other is something that's very refreshing, and I can understand why you guys like being around each other, because just hearing you talk amongst yourselves and laugh amongst yourself is something that, like, I could feel like you guys are very close friends, and that's tight. And it shows through when you guys do shows together, and I'm excited to come to one of your official shows and not just a low-end show. So before we get out of here, tell the people where they can find all of you online. Start it off, Xavier.
You can find me on Twitter.
Twitter at
Twitter, XavierWulf.
XavierWulf. It's XAVE or VIERWULF.
Yeah, and the same thing on SoundCloud, XavierWulf.
SoundCloud, Instagram.
Xavier
You're
Wolf.
branded, bro. You're branded up.
Then the hollowsquad.com, you know what I'm saying, come through, you know.
Hollowsquad.com.
The hollowsquad.com.
Thehollowsquad.com. And then you guys also have like do you guys have a Seshollowaterboyz Twitter as well?
No, that's just a one fan.
Okay. Oh, it's like a fan that just
He
started.
had all the promos. Shout out to homies in there.
Okay.
That's
Hey, you know you're doing it when you just got fan Twitter.
Yeah, no, he just hooked it up.
Chris, where can the people find you online?
At Kenshin Travis, KENSHINTRAVIS. That's on every social.
SoundCloud, Twitter, Instagram, everything.
Yeah, all this shit. I ain't never tried.
There you go. Eddie.
Eddy Baker on all social networks. EDDY Baker. And then on Instagram. He's so ugly. Why is he so ugly? Man. Instagram, you can find me at Eduardo Pandetto. You know what I'm saying? I'm half Mexican. Plug time.
Why does it go do that?
Shout out to my Latinas. Oh my God. Eduardo Pandetto. SoundCloud, Eddy Baker.
Bones, where can the people find you online?
I got an eBay store. I don't know why that's funny, but it's called it's like Truck Nut Superstore It's backscore. Is it a back? Is it under? It's an underscore 5. And don't get thrown off by like the truck novelty nuts, like, you know, truck nuts.
Yeah.
I dabble a little bit. I do sell those.
Hand-painted truck nuts?
Well, they're not painted. They're iodized. It's a big science into it, but it's just truck nuts. So that's it. That's where you can get it. So
I'm gonna put your Twitter at the beginning of the podcast just to spite you.
No, it's at truck nuts with a Z. So
at truck nuts with a Z.
Oh yeah, Twitter at truck nuts with a Z.
Okay, there you go. Elliot, since you became a part of this, tell people where they can find you online.
At Elliot O'Connor for all the Seshollowaterboyz info.
That's very nice.
Hit him up.
Nice.
Ewok.
There you go. And then you guys have a YouTube channel that has a ton of content on it. That's youtube.com/
We got separate YouTube.
Oh yeah,
everybody has individual
all
ones.
Yeah.
Oh, Eddy Baker 420.
All their social media.
Yeah.
Twitter.
I mean, if you guys are bored at home one day, just start YouTube searching these guys.
Just search us
You gotta
up.
search
Just
it.
search us up and talk some shit. Find something you don't like.
If you're 12 minutes into a fucking audio interview about people you don't know,
Exactly.
I don't think you even will get this far. You might have looked this up already, not hearing this at all. Or this might not even be the guy in the room, Ben. He's gonna hear this later and he's gonna realize it's not usable. There's too much. It's too much a little over here.
He's
and
listening
this
now and
probably not
laughing.
just gonna get dropped.
Ben-
It's not gonna come out.
Ben-
It's not coming out. So
There's probably a tad bit of reality to that, but I'm gonna yell at him and be like, "Look, bro, make it work," and he's gonna do surgery.
Or just tell people it's a really edgy
Yeah,
it's a documentary.
This is our first one that's gonna have bad audio quality because usually we take pride in the fact that like everyone's like right on mic and like blah 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 blah.
People be like, oh dude, Nardwuar used to do this. You know, the cassette, the amateur style. I love it. I love it.
No, yeah, this is my VHS version podcast.
I was gonna say people start doing it now, like fucking using mics over here.
Exactly. I'm just biting you guys' aesthetic right now. Anyway, my name is Lee. Some of you guys might know me as Intuition. You can follow me on Twitter at It's Intuition. Follow my man behind the boards, Ben Shim, making the shit sound buttery, except for today, where it's gonna be fucking impossible.
I got you, Ben Shim. I'm gonna hit you with that follow in a second.
Ben Shim, I'm following you right now.
At I am Database, base with 2
Eddy
S's.
fucking Baker, bitch.
That's 2 S's.
Yeah.
All right.
Follow
You feel it?
Kinda Neat at That's Kinda Neat, YouTube.com/That's Kinda Neat, Facebook.com/Kinda Neat. Anyway, my name is Lee, and this was the Seshollowaterboyz, and this was Kinda Neat.